Just our pre-movie preparation. For today it's Fufu in search of the greatest niblet. Right on. So Fufu's going to be searching for some great nibbles. I got a few spots that I've got in mind, so we're going to show her around the place. I, on the other hand, I'm going to do some cave painting. Well, rock painting. So I collected some pigment. This is a very pigment fruitaceous area. I pause quite a lot when I'm doing these. I'm not usually like this, but I guess I'm trying to think what I'm saying too much. Maybe I should just cut all that shit out. So just, whoa! Boo-boo! Coming at you. So yeah, I made some pigment. Some ochre, which is kind of this colour. Quite high contrast. That's me. And some iron oxide. So it's kind of a reddy brown. And some charcoal, which I made. So I finally heated all of these. Well, charcoal I obviously heated, but I heated the earth pigments to dry it out, and then I've crushed it into a fine powder, and I now have them in jars in my bag. And so I'm going to go find some rocks and have a go at applying some illustrations to the rocks. And while Fufu is just going to nibble on whatever the fuck. So yeah. She coming out of a bad place. Coming down to the show. Coming down for a nibbler. Coming down to nibble. Coming down for a niblet. Her name was Fufu. She gonna have a nibble, no for sure. Okay, kids. Let's draw. I found this little rock because I knew this side of the valley was a bit more rocky, so I've gone for a little walk and found this little rock. It's not a great one, to be honest, because when I take a photo we're going to be in the way, plus it's at a bit of a weird angle, but just a bit of experimentation. Ooh, experiment with me, baby. It's just begging for it, isn't it? Fu, how is the quest? Are we any closer to the greatest niblet? So, here we are at the pigment bar. I was going to do a video showing you how I made the pigment, but it's kind of boring, and I can just tell you. I've already told you. So here it is. So, this is the iron oxide. I think it's iron oxide. I mean, it's red. It would make sense. It's reddy brown, kind of umbery style. I'm not actually too sure what the chemical compositions are of the exact burnt raw umber and all that, but these do look like that. So iron oxide, kind of raw umbery style, and an ochre. I prefer this one, and this is the charcoal, ground up to a fine dust. Today I will be binding it with a bit of egg yolk. I've added a dash of water because it can be a bit sticky otherwise. So I'm going to use these, and I was going to find a nut or something to try and grind it in, but I might just find a stone. So let's see how we get on. I'll say yeah. I say what? I say who? I say now. Do 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 do. So as you can see, I'm being terribly scientific. You take one ashtray size portion and you precariously put it on a rock. You hope the dust doesn't blow away. Then you add a splash of egg yolk, being very precise as you do, and then precariously replace that. And I've actually got a little pallet scraper, should do, which I found in the bush. So I'm just going to chop it up. Like, I'm looking at weather symbols for this project because I think it's quite a nice link to make that cavemen were very interested in animals as it's kind of their form of survival. So I'm looking at environmental issues these days to try and make that a thing. So I'm looking at the weather patterns as they're the factors that link in with the environmental issues and to our survival. So I've just done a little, I quite like the simpleness of it. Like, you know, it doesn't look threatening, but all these kind of collected weather patterns that we're getting are making a right nuisance, I tell you. So I think this looks nice. I'm gonna carry on, mosey on, and maybe do a few more. And there's Foo still nibbling away. We will find the greatest niblet. We hiked for days searching for that niblet. We nibbled high and low. Didn't we, Foo-Foo? Yes? Yes, I can hear your belly. Still hungry for the greatest niblet. This one's come out super nice. Love it. I mixed some of the ochre and the umber. That's created a very good colour. I think I nailed the cloud on this one as well. It looks smart. Great. Okay, let's carry on. Still nibbling. Right, this is the last one. Really happy with how it turned out. Booyah! Love that pattern. With the rockets striking. So happy with that. That's a wrap. A long, intrepid adventure. We finally found the greatest niblet.